This is an original production of WGNO 26.
This is Real New Orleans with Ronnie Virgets.
You know, you look around this town and you think there's some things that are eternal. But change is perpetually hungry, even in a city that's dedicated to timelessness. And sometimes even eternal things change. Like a few months ago here, the Fairgrounds racetrack burned to the ground. Yet sometimes people come and look at the old scene with new eyes and new money. And at the spot where the old star fell, a new star will rise. And sometimes the new star even shines brighter than the old one. That may happen here at the fairgrounds. Old racetracks burn well. In fact, they burn spectacularly. If you were there tonight, the fairgrounds burned. You got to smell history and feel its heat. We're fools if we think we can tell at once and easily what it is that pleases us. A man should divide his thrill-seeking between new adventures and known, proven pleasures. The pleasures of this particular place had been made known and proved to me by thousands of afternoons. On some of them, there were demigods and goddesses with names like Tenacious, or Shoe-Croot, or Tiffany Lass, whose legs and heart ran away with your own, and forever lifted that particular day out of the ordinary drift of life. Other afternoons were made marvelous by only ambiance and collective goals. And whether you cashed or cursed, you left feeling a good balance between the human body and its artificial surroundings. But on this night, you felt only the flimsiness of human labor, the flimsiness of human love. An old fairgrounds regular now lives in New York. On this night, his brother called him and put the phone by the radio so he could hear what was going on. After a minute, he quietly hung up the phone and told his wife, "If I don't listen, maybe it'll stop." It's a good thing he didn't see it in daylight, because the eye makes fewer mistakes than the mind. Familiar things now look prehistoric, witnesses to the destruction of something that'll never be replaced. Twisted offerings to the gods of change, the ones that are never satisfied. Some things you figure were here before you were and will be here after you're gone. You never think about outliving them. This was somehow against the natural order, like watching a parent watching his child die. But then, at a time which cried for continuity, they were out. 48 hours after the fire, the horses were back, nursing nauseous human hearts with just the sight of them, the smell of them, the sound of them. And their need for reassurance reassured us. And without a word, they told us of things that can't be destroyed. Less than 3 weeks later, they were back again to race. The new tents were barely finished and far from the finish line. But there were cameras and bands and hopes, too. Old faces were back to bet and take bets.
We worked the night of the fire, and we didn't leave till 6:30. And at 8 o'clock, we're watching Perry Mason, and there comes this flash, and Fairgrounds is burning to the ground. I looked at my husband, and he looked at me. We were in complete shock. We came out the next day. It was still burning, but we could not believe the damage. And to think they did all of this, unbelievable.
There were furs and jeans along the rail, and something else, too. These are race trackers, and they know better than anyone how complicated winning is and how crucial it is to never stop trying. Jockey agent Big Time Charlie Morrow said it well. How much are you going to miss the whole place?
I miss it immensely now. You know, it's hard to look over there and still see the structure standing in such a charred appearance, but you know, the human nature goes on. Everybody got together, a little help from some outsiders. Things were patched up, put together, and here we are.
The first race back was won by New Orleans trainer Tom Amos, who spoke both to the past.
You know, I come to the fairgrounds every year to train, and it's like when you go away from home and coming back home. It's a great, comfortable feeling you have, and I had that same feeling every year I came here. So to watch it, you know, die, and for me to sit there and not be able to do anything about it was very hard on me.
And to the future.
I was fortunate enough to win the very first race back, and I'll always remember that. That's be something, you know, to my dying days I'll take with me. And if this is a rebirth, I'm proud to be the beginning of that rebirth.
It was no day to decide if this was a rebirth or just a reprieve. It was a day best suited to wrapping as many senses as you could around a racehorse and letting it refute time, letting it refute tragedy. The racing season that seemed so hopeless in December will now conclude on time on March 28th.
From the 5 cord. 1, 2, 3, 5. Why did you stop?
They're all in line. That's what the men say. The gates swing open and they're on their way. Somebody's gonna lose and somebody's gonna win. But Lord, I sure hope my trifecta comes in at the fairground. At the fairground. The fairgrounds. I'm talking about the fairgrounds. I had a tip on a long shot. He ran in the 8. My horse took the lead from the starting gate. When he turned for the home stretch, little Bobby laid low. The track was fast, and he won it by 4 at the fairground. At the fairground. The fairground. Oh, I'm talking about the fairground. Listen, children, listen. 1 minute to poll time. I gotta make a hit. Everybody's playing the half number 6, but my 5 can't go the distance. Her legs look nice. Even though she's a filly, y'all, she will put up a fight at the fairground. At the fairground. The fairgrounds. Oh, at the fairground. I put 100 on a 12 horse. I played him to win. I boxed it with the 5, the 9, and the 10. When I stepped from the window, y'all, I heard the bell. I overlooked the 7, and he ran like hell at the fairground. This was at the fairground. Yes, it was. Listen, children, listen. The fairground. You see, I'm talking about the fairground. I played 11 in the last race. My horse tripped and stumbled, y'all, out the starting gate. See, after 3:16, she rubbed against the foe. The jockeys called a foul, but the steward said no. At the fairground. At the fairground. The fairground. Oh, at the fairground.